Was Gucci YouTube? It's your boy Black Chat 3 Long Face Skinny Body, and we back still black with some more fireboards of anime manga content. If you don't even know, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, smash the like button, share the video with your friends. Come on, fuck with your boy, and let's hop right into more of that business. Yes. One of the key moments that I enjoyed in last Boruto chapter 70 was the small couple of panels that we got between both Kawaki and Sumire, and that's something I wanted to talk about early from the release of the chapter, so I didn't have to wait too long before getting the video out there, because they had a very important discussion in Boruto chapter 70, and ultimately it tied into Kawaki eventually making his way to the scene and ultimately not doing what a lot of people expected or talked about over the last month, which will either A, be worried about his response or his conversation with Naruto or his confrontation, or next time he will be seeing Boruto. As we know, the last time he saw Boruto, nigga stuck his whole arm through his chest. That's not a good way to end it off with your brother. But first thing that was on Kawaki's mind, or one of the first things that was really weighing heavy on his mind, tied into his karma seal, and ultimately with no choice but tying into Amado. So he goes, he makes his way to the scene, and we understand the first thing, yes, he's looking for smoke. He's out there like, yeah, I'm on Cole's ass. As soon as I see this man, this grass, fuck is you talking about? But he pulls up to the scene and he's like, where the fuck is Amado now? It could all tie into the fact that yes, Amado was the one who was taken away from the altercation, but in a situation where Shikamaru is kidnapped, you feel me, or someone else is kidnapped that's not in the Uzumaki household and not Amado in this given situation, would Kawaki be the first person to be arriving on the scene and asking, okay, where's Shikamaru? What the fuck happened to Sumire? Nah, he has a lot of shit on his mind and on his heart, and we get small instances of that in his conversation with Sumire. We see Sumire, I'm really enjoying what they're doing with her character. They're keeping the relevant plot points true to its nature with over the last few months and over the last year of being observant, her being put under Amado's wing, having all of these instances where she's side-eyeing Amado, she's getting solo panels versus Amado, and then the famous one where she ended up questioning Amado and leaving it on that cliffhanger many chapters ago, where Amado's like, either you're really stupid or you're really like you're confident, you feel me, in the shit that you're doing, paraphrasing obviously what Amado said. Stuff is starting to pay off now. We see Sumire telling Kawaki, yeah, your procedure to get your arm back was a little lengthy, so that had to have been the time where he gave you back the karma seal, and we understand that also that was Ada's conclusion, being as that she didn't understand the exact procedure going down when Kawaki was getting his arm repaired by Amado, but she summarized that would have been the best opportunity for Amado to give Kawaki his karma seal again. Now we see Kawaki's conflicting feelings, and it's obvious that he's not going to have exactly one-sided feelings, but the truth of the matter is right there in front of us, and Kawaki comes to terms with it himself. It's one of the things he's hated mostly for his entire life, for the mere fact of all of the pain and distress that it caused him, that karma seal, but he also understands in that very moment he was most grateful from the bottom of his heart. And this is Kawaki really being true to himself and understanding, and I also appreciate how he's able to, come to these feelings and bring them out in front of Sumire, so you can show that small bond and relationship being built right up in there. My man's Kawaki is like, yeah bro, like from the bottom of my heart, this is the first time I ever felt grateful for having the karma seal. Where he still points out that this nigga Amado gave Kawaki the karma seal without his consent. Like, fuck is you talking about? It's 2022. Like, don't touch me if I don't know you. Fuck, Kawaki's on some shit like, nah, I'm either gonna get a restraining order or I need to whoop this nigga's ass. So he's looking for my son Amado, and Amado is out of here. Like, he's dipped. Cole got that man, and he's probably gonna cut the man head off at the end of the next chapter. We already seen how chapter 70 left off with the cliffhanger. He is looking for Amado, and I'm really excited to see like what type of confrontation they will have upon seeing each other, which is the only thing, not really the only thing, because I also discussed how I believe Ada will intervene if Cole is going in for the kill against Amado. But one of the main things that will be keeping Amado's character alive and needed, because that's a huge plot point right there, where it's like, okay, what is Kawaki gonna say towards Amado? And we understand it's like he's completely hates the karma seal. He already don't fuck with Amado off rip, and then he already told Amado he don't want the karma seal. They had this conversation time and time again. However, he understands the situation where in his mind, he saved Naruto's life, and he's very grateful for the fact that they all would have been dead if not for his karma seal at that point in time. So I'm really interested. I'm really intrigued to see what Kawaki actually will say against Amado. It's not like I have an idea or thoughts, but just wouldn't be surprised of which direction it can go, because we already understand Kawaki's conflicting feelings of gratefulness for having the karma seal in that specific time. However, resentment and regret for like the fact that Amado placed the karma seal on him again. The shit that he was trying his damnness and his hardest to get rid of his whole entire life, he's placed it on him again, and there's just a whole lot of confusion because he already understands the main anchor to his distress was this motherfucker Jigen slash Ishiki, and with him being no more, how does Kawaki truly feel about the karma seal? And is everything coming in full circle with Jigen's words? It's like, no matter what you do, you're not gonna be happy until your whole in your heart is fulfilled with this motherfucking karma seal. So regardless of which way you take it, and we can see that coming into full circle with Kawaki's realization and his acceptance upon the fact that if he ain't had his karma seal at this point in time, he will likely be dead, and embracing the power, because we see as soon as he's making a move, he uses Sukuna Hokana on himself. Mind you, he had no choice but to, because the door was locked and he had to change the codes and everybody was in a rush, but quickly adapting to the situation, showing himself running through the vents, making his way to the battle center, and he's like, where the fuck is this nigga Amado at? And I'm really intrigued as to see what this nigga Kawaki is gonna say, because everybody's talking about the effects that this karma seal will be having on him. Does it still have lingerance of Ishiki's soul? Is it according to what Sumire said? Your nigga Amado has his own secret agenda. He gave Kawaki the karma seal again for his own reasons, and that's something is going to be very hard to put your tongue on, because it's like, all right, what could Amado possibly have? Like, what other ulterior motive could Amado possibly have? We seen him begging and pleading. He's just a normal scientist with the big ass fucking brain. We see situations with him and Code, so it's not like he has like all of these tricks up his sleeve to go about it and get things the way he wants, versus like he's very analytical and he understands his words and information will give him the edge in this ultimate powerful, all ninja knowing, chakra wielding world, because this nigga Amado ain't really moving like that. However, there has to be some key reason, and I feel like they're using Sumire's character very well in that aspect, because they're gonna even bring it to more light in the upcoming chapters, which is gonna be one of the key reasons why Amado will be staying alive. His death discussions is something that will be intriguing and will be on this channel for the upcoming videos to come. This nigga Kawaki is gonna have to have at least one last confrontation with this nigga Amado. They're gonna have to have at least some more dialogue, and I feel like all of this is gonna flood in information for the truth behind Kawaki's karma seal, the truth behind Amado's relationship and introduction upon Ishiki Otsutsuki, Amado's knowledge of the Otsutsuki, Amado's daughter, where is the connection line between his ultimate wish for joining the Kara organization, and why is he so hell-bent? Like, we have both Boruto and Kawaki. Why is he so hell-bent? You feel me? In the same question with Ada, why is she so hell-bent? But what's so special with this nigga Kawaki and his karma seal specifically speaking of, because we see this nigga Amado is on the verge of death, and he's out here telling Shikamaru, I was holding all of this information because I knew you would probably send Kawaki to fight Cole in hopes that him and Cole could probably kill each other off, which is kind of a stretch, but you see he's showing his character right there, and Shikamaru's calling him out for it, like, nigga, are you fucking serious? You're in no position to say any of this shit. And regardless of if that was Shikamaru's thinking or not, it's like, come on, G, it's not gonna be going down right now, and he didn't even have the information yet, and he was doing everything on the fly. So I'm really believing Shikamaru would have came up with a much better plan rather than hoping that this nigga Kawaki were to die in battle. However, you can see the nervousness in Amado's actions in the last chapter, especially where it's like he's being too smart for his own good, and he's starting to slip up in a lot of the instances where he had the one up or where he had the edge. Kawaki meeting this nigga for the last time, and I'm saying it for the last because I don't feel like this nigga Amado's gonna be alive for that much longer, but definitely Kawaki will be having to meet this nigga, and I'm looking forward to that talk. And what do y'all think will be going down in that conversation? Do you guys believe the straight resentment, Kawaki is going to get straight to their hands? Because we understand one of the last times we saw Kawaki and Amado in the same scene, Kawaki went straight for a blow. Sasuke said, hell no, fuck is you talking about? So how do y'all believe this conversation definitely will go down? This nigga Kawaki's pissed. At the same time, it's like, damn, this nigga Naruto's alive though. You feel me? That's the bread and butter right there. But somebody else made a comment below, share the video with your friends. Holla at your mama, holla at y'all. Black and G out. Yes, sir. Ski.
Hey, can we take a trip to the sky? Show them that our limits too high. Cocoa butter hips on the west side. She said